What's up, YouTube? We're back with part 2 of Fable Anniversary. Now let's get into it. Now we left off with our hero training being completed. And at this point we're going to go talk to the guildmaster. I think we got to go back into the woods actually, because there's there's a new training battle with Maze. Sorry, I had to kind of readjust my camera there for a second. I don't really have a stand that I can use that's large enough to fit in front of my bed without blocking my TV display, so kind of have to make a ghetto phone stand with my tennis shoe. But FYI, you can actually do that if you wear high top sneakers and you need a phone stand and the bottom of your shoe's not super dirty. You can stick your phone in the back side of your shoe, and you just stick the tongue of your shoe down so that your phone doesn't fall, and you can use that as a phone stand. That's what I'm using because I'm ghetto as fuck, but it helps the stability so that I don't have to like sit there and hold my phone underneath my crotch the whole time I'm trying to play a game. And basically we're just waiting to see where Maze is gonna pop out. He's over here somewhere. I'm gonna try to hit him with the bow if I can. I gotta see where he pops out. We're gonna run around until we see him. It said he was over there by where the red dot was, but apparently this motherfucker can teleport. So as you can see, he teleported right there, so we gotta hit him with the bow really quick. I'm gonna hit him with the force lightning. Oh shit, he tried to send our force lightning back at us. Alright. Hit him with your sword. Now, I think this time he wants you to use your force lightning, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a long time since I played this, and nope. Definitely not your force lightning for the second part. Hit him with your bow. Boom, boom, boom. A couple more times. Okay, and then the last one is to use. Yep. So basically, the only reason you're fighting Maze is to go through everything you've learned so far. And he popped out over here. Hit him with our lightning. And there we have it. I'm gonna go ahead and skip the scene, and then I think the next thing we have to do is actually go talk to the guild master. And this is where you actually will enter adulthood. Because after this point, they cut off your training, and then you're just out there to explore the world and do quests. Now this is where they grant you permission to no longer be an apprentice. Yep. See? Yeah, we're going to be trying to strike fear into their hearts, because I know I said this a lot, but it's been a very, very long time since I played this game. I kind of like to play other games. Recently, I got back into Assassin's Creed Origins, and yeah, so this we got our guild seal. Now, this now he's kicking us out. Now, before I go and activate a quest, I'm going to show you what this thing is. Now, remember the experience orbs that we were picking up at the beginning? When I said you can hone your character to be better, more powerful, like right here, you can get a health upgrade. And now we have our health leveled up one time, and to get the second one, we need 1,000 EXP points. So we got ourselves some health potions, and right now I think I need to actually map those to an actual D-pad assortment arrange to where I can use those on the fly whenever I need them. And I need it. I'm so special. It's been so long since I played this, so I don't really remember. It should be under miscellaneous. Oh, okay, I remember. I'm just a little special sometimes. I'll admit that. So under the equipment tab, you can alternate between LB and RB, which will allow you to check your stats, equipment, your skills. But under equipment, if you stay on the equipment tab and then press the right trigger until you get to where your resurrection vials and your health potions and stuff are, you can map them to your D-pad. And what I like to do is click on health potions with the A button and then go to assign. We're going to map it to the right part of the D-pad and hit A to continue. You got a resurrection file, but that only works when you die, and then you get a full health bar upon you dying. We're going to map our will potion to our left stick, and we got an apple pie here, which is just a very small healing item. We're going to go and use that, even though we probably didn't need that. I was going to try to map that to the bottom part of the D-pad, but I guess you can only eat that instantaneously. And then we can activate our quest. Gotta do that. Our quest is active. And then at this point you can actually go out the front door. Alright, now I'm going to show you something else. See this little circle I'm standing inside of right now? I gotta follow that guy, but this circle that you're standing in right now, you can actually boast quests. So, say for example, you want to do a quest fully naked and try to take no hit damage from enemies, then you'll get extra money upon completing it as long as you don't get hit a single time. Or there will be other specifications for the quest if you boast enough money to get enough money back, basically. I kind of forget how it works, but I pretty much just explained the gist of it. And this guy's going to take us to a picnic area where we get to fight a group of wasps and then the queen wasp. Now this part is actually very easy, so lock onto this first wasp, pull out your sword, boom, there you go. Hold the right trigger and collect those EXP points after killing that first one. And let the other wasp just kind of come to you. Collect your EXP points, hold the right trigger, take out the remaining few, and then collect the last EXP points. Now here comes the queen. Queen wasp is a little bit more tricky to defeat, but she's not that hard. Now we're saving the queen for last. Remember, you always save the best for last. Alright. Queen, yeah, we took some hit damage there, but we're going to pull out our bow and just start spamming bow attacks on her. Now what you have to do is hold down the Y button for, we'll say, about 3 seconds and then let go. But you have to be aiming at the queen so that she takes extra damage. See, she's already almost dead. Remember, hold the Y button for 3 seconds, then let go. Hold for 3 seconds and let go. And if you're getting attacked by the little wasp in the middle of attacking her, then you can go ahead and take them out and then go back to killing her. Basically, you just received some praise from the town. You got some EXP points. We got 866 to be exact. We got some gold. And we got 0 of 0 boasts because we didn't really put up a boast reward for a boast outcome. But that's okay because we don't really need to do that. It's the first quest. Now, remember, hold the right trigger and you'll collect any remaining EXP points that might have been lying around after the battle. But for me, it was just one. And we got apple pie here. Go ahead and grab that off the table. Got a health potion. Grab that. Got an apple. Nice juicy Granny Smith apple. Standard beard. But we can't use that until we go to a barber shop. Another apple. You want to get all of this stuff over here because these are all health items. Which will be useful later, trust me. Trust me, it's important. And then, these are basically the people that were the people who praised you for defeating the queen. Now, if, I think you can actually show them the queen wasp's head somehow, and they'll, like, start clapping for you, but it's really, there's no reason to really do it, so... Like, they literally just will applaud you, but nothing really comes out of it. You know what I mean? So now we're going to see Maze at the tower. Oh wait, the other thing is, before we go see Maze, that guy we just passed. Now, we don't have to join in with the bully, but remember what I said, we're trying to mark up our evil morale system to basically outpace itself at a certain point to where we're fully evil. So we're going to join in with the bully in this case. And we're going to just burp as loud as we can in front of this guy. And eventually he'll get pretty disgusted and just run off. Now, what's crazy about doing that and just burping in that guy's face is that that gave us like 20 extra evil morale points, which is pretty crazy for a small deed like a burp, really. And then, we got these little shrubs over here. You can break through them. And there's key. Got our first key. If we only had 19 more. Alright. Now we're going to see Maze. Okay. This is where you actually start entering the town areas.
You're new here, aren't you? We have some rules round here that you need to know about. Bowerstone is a peaceful town. I'll have to confiscate your weapons for now.
So basically he's going to take away our weapons just because they do not allow violence in this town. But cool part about Bowerstone is there's a lot of shops you can visit. And Maze is right over here. But we actually need to go see if we can find a barber shop real quick. I know that there's one in this town somewhere, at least I believe there is. Yes, there is. Okay. So, we have our barber here. Would you like to trade? You say yes. And remember, we found a card earlier for a free beard, but you still have to pay for it because it's not really a free beard. It's just a card that allows you to have the ability to purchase that specific beard. Personally, I think standard beard looks pretty good, and it adds to your evil alignment modifier and your overall scariness, so people will basically be less attracted to you, but you're evil anyway, so it really doesn't matter. So we'll buy the standard beard, and we'll go for the normal haircut. So got some extra scariness going on with the look. Now we got a nice beard. And then at this point there's really not a lot you can do in the town yet. You can talk to the weapon merchant, but you don't really have a lot of gold right now. So talk to the weapon merchant. Can get the iron katana, which is honestly the most powerful weapon you can get right now for the price that you can definitely afford. So go ahead and get that. And then go into your inventory, your equipment inventory, and then what you want to do is go hover over the iron katana, press the A button, wield. But remember, you're in a town that allows no weapons, so the next time you're outside of town and you're attacking monsters, you'll have the iron katana in place of the shitty longsword, which is the one that you started out with originally. You can talk to Maze. And then at this point, what you can do is hold down on the D-pad, pressing down, just hold that button, and you can teleport to the Hero Guild, and then you find your next quest. And for the sake of this video, I'm going to end it here, just to show you guys what's going on. Let you know what you had to do.